Hey everybody, welcome to another Horror Quickies. I am of course your host, JW. Today we're going to do something a little different. I am going to do a review on a movie, but as you guys know, I usually do Blu-rays or DVDs. Today we are going to review Ted Nicholaus of Subspecies fame. He also directed the Vampire Diaries, which is in that continuity of Subspecies. I'm a big fan of that franchise that he built with Subspecies for Full Moon Pictures, so I was excited about watching this film. Don't Let Her In. Now, this is going to be my first review on a streaming movie. Basically, the movie is about Amber and Ben, who live in a loft. They basically decide to take a roommate, so they interview Serena. Serena, right off the bat, she's attractive, she's sexy, mysterious. She's an artist, and she has these like little occult-like things, including this statue. So, you know, this storyline has been, this plot, I should say, has been done before, and I will say that I enjoyed the opening act. I thought it was interesting to open it just in a literally going straight to the interview and stuff. You know, it's for, first of all, the movie itself is literally only 1 hour long. Yeah, it's 1 hour long. It is a self-contained horror film, meaning that the entire film takes place in the loft, around the loft. There's a lot of scenes where they show the outside traffic in the surrounding areas. They do. Ted Nicholaus has been doing this for a long time. He's an excellent director. He knows how to basically open a movie up, especially when it's a self-contained film. So he uses a lot of these scenes, and it really is effective the way he does that. Certain creepy scenes. There are some really like cool imagery in here. Ted Nicholaus, he basically took a concept that had been done before, but he made you kind of care about the characters. But more on that in a second. But like I was saying, I enjoyed the cinematography. I thought it was well done. The actors and the actress playing Amber, I thought she was pretty good. She basically had that all-American girl type feel, and Ben was your typical, member of a rock band boyfriend. I did feel like that they were more lively than these characters could have been very stagnant, but I credit the actors with making them more interesting. Serena, the actress playing Serena, Lauren Doctor, I believe, she probably is the most effective actor in the film, and being the villain of the piece, rightly so. She is suitably sinister. In the beginning stages of the film, where it isn't overly apparent, I mean, it is and it isn't, that she's up to nefarious deeds. She's very good at that little subtle, okay, maybe she's not so bad, but maybe she is evil. She really did a lot of the early scenes gleefully well. The problem, I don't want to say problem, my little minor thing is, there towards the middle of the film, where it becomes more apparent how evil she is, I just felt like some of it, I don't want to use the term over the top, some of it was a bit much for that. And meaning certain, like, she started moving a little bit more like a beast in difference to a person's movements. When no one's really looking, or someone's basically fading into unconsciousness. I felt like it would have been best to wait to the final scene. But in the final act, Serena definitely is a threat and a very good villain. The makeup effects, oh wow. I will tell you, it is the only makeup effects is basically Serena's full transformation, and it's pretty damn cool. Now, during the course, going back to the plot, during the course of the film, she obviously gets into their lives. She seduces Ben, she seduces Amber, and during the course of the film, I don't believe in spoilers, it becomes clear, at least apparently, what her goal is, and at the end there's this huge twist of what she really wants, how she gets it. Another minor complaint I have is the lack of, here's the thing, we know that characters can't be, when you write a horror film, you have to make the characters gullible enough to make mistakes, to put them in a bad situation. One of the most irritating things that I'm seeing in horror films today is they have a tendency to only care about the killer. Now we have fans, horror fans, some fans will root for the hero, some ones are basically there just to see the killer kill people. That's fine. It's your opinion, it's your decision, it's fine. But the protagonist of the film has to be somewhat of a threat to the antagonist, to the villain. At no time were Amber and Ben ever a threat to Serena. Towards the end, precautions were taken to defend themselves, but it's basically when you make the villain too powerful and they just bowl over, it's like you already know what's going to happen in a sense. Not really. Like I said, here's a twist at the end. It's kind of hard for me to do this without spoiling anything, but it's just I felt like you have to make your heroes a little bit competent. They have to and I often get mistaken. I'm a big believer in balanced endings in a horror film. And people have a tendency, let me rephrase that. Some people have the opinion that what I mean is happy endings, that I only want happy endings. No, that's not true. I want balanced endings. Essentially, even if the villain wins, which I'm doing a general statement, even if the villain wins, the hero had to give him a good shot. They had to have, at some point in the film, a chance to beat the villain. Or if the hero wins, it can't be like the villain's nothing. The villain has to almost win. I just want a little balance. You can have balance in a horror film and still be an unhappy ending. That's generally all I'm saying. Okay, so my assessment on this film is this. There are a lot of elements I liked about this film. There's a lot of imagery that I enjoyed in this film. I enjoyed Serena's makeup very much. I do feel on the story side, there's another character that Serena states is her ex-boyfriend, and he isn't fleshed out enough. He's barely in the film, and he's not really fleshed out enough for you to really get. I mean, you get the general gist of what she wants, but you're not getting an over-ending story, and I felt like a little bit of that would have padded out the time in it more than an hour. But then again, I did not know what time constraints Ted Nicolau was in. Overall, and just to say, I watched this film on Tubi. If you have Full Moon streaming, or the Full Moon Amazon channel, I do recommend, if you already are paying for those services, to watch it. And I will recommend a rental of the film. Now, as far as purchasing the film, and this is just my opinion, it's not a movie I would buy, but since I have the streaming service that carries it, I may watch it again to try to reassess my opinion. So, this is going to be, kind of iffy, but I recommend that you guys watch it. It's worth a rental, but I cannot recommend a purchase. As far as Blu-ray or DVD, just my opinion, I would not do it. But then again, that's up to y'all. I'm just letting you know what my opinion is. Anyways, that's pretty much it for Horror Quickies. I had to think for a second. Just kidding. Anyways, I wanted to thank my subscribers, and I wanted to thank everybody who support me in this. And I'll see you guys next time.